Alrighty, so today we are talking about the adaptive technology for clients with CP. So my occupational profile. So Martha is a 22-year-old with cerebral palsy and will be currently attending online college in the spring. Martha has spastic cerebral palsy that has affected her muscle tone and coordination in the upper and lower extremities and is dependent on the use of a power wheelchair for all functional mobility. Martha also has some reading difficulties and delayed speech. Despite her challenges, Martha is a motivated and engaged individual who is determined to pursue higher education. Her parents are actively involved in her life and are concerned about her readiness for online college classes, given her limited experience with using a computer. So, when seeing Martha, I completed an initial eval for a computer access adaptive technology. So during the initial eval, these assessment data skills were gathered about Martha. So we looked at her physical/motor skills. Following a thorough examination that involves observing and conducting a practical assessment of factors that included posture, range of motion, joint mobility, strength, coordination, reflex patterns, muscle tone, and bony promises, Martha's cerebral palsy primarily affected her muscle tone and coordination, making gross and fine motor tests challenging. She also experienced difficulties with precise movements, poor reaction time, and graded pressure to complete ADLs and IADLs, such as keyboarding. Sensory function. Martha's sensory functions, including vision, hearing, and touch, are within the normal range. Cognitive function. Martha does have some cognitive difficulties with reading and motor speech delay difficulties. However, Martha possesses good cognitive abilities, including critical thinking, problem solving, and motivated to learn. Her psychosocial functions was seen that Martha is highly motivated and has a positive outlook on her educational journey. She values her independence and eager to acquire a new skill. She also is an active participant in the community and has a great relationship with her parents. So the trial eval. So Martha's condition introduces several difficulties when it comes to computer access for her college classes. Therefore, it was essential to explore all hardware solutions that can simplify her experience, such as incorporating a joystick control instead of a traditional mouse for enhanced precision. Additionally, implementing a software program capable of reading assignments, exams, and syllabi and more out loud will further contribute to a more productive learning experience. So the selection of adaptive technology that we chose during the trial was the Ultra joystick with the blue ball on top. This is ideal for Martha as she can control the mouse with increased precision of a wider object, like the ball that's on top of the joystick, and it reduces fatigue for her when using the computer. The Read Aloud software program is part of an extension of Google Chrome that helps convert text and graphical content on the computer screen into synthesized speech. And because Martha's computer runs on Chrome, this is a perfect software for her. Implementation and training. So Martha and her parents have successfully acquired the hardware equipment of the Ultra joystick and has installed Read Aloud onto her computer. Currently, Martha is in anticipation of receiving the training that will enable her to effectively utilize the two new devices for improved computer access. And I am doing the session type 2. So, hi Martha, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to introduce you to a fantastic assistive technology tool called Read Aloud. And we'll go through a brief overview and answer any questions that you want. So here I am on the page of Read Aloud, which should have been installed already into your computer. And if not, all you would have to press is the install and then just press OK, and then you should have it downloaded. So now, once you're here, we're going to look on the right top button right here. You should see like a microphone. And this is where you can start reading. So a little bit about what Read Aloud is. It's a screen reader software designed to assess individuals that have reading difficulties, and it works by converting text and graphical content displayed on your computer into speech. It reads the text and descriptions of what is happening on the screen, making digital content accessible to you. Also, another thing that this program does, it has a text-to-speech function. So one of the core features is it converts written text on web pages, documents, or ebooks into audio. You can listen to this anytime. You can save it as well if you want to come back and continue on reading. Another thing that's good about this software is that it provides customized options. So you can change it from you can change the reading speed to slower or faster. And it even highlights the text. You can also use Read Aloud in any platform. So if you have a specific school site that you get your assignments or homework, it can read that as well. It does Google Docs, PDF, and any e-learning material. So we're gonna get started on how this works. So as I said, you started off here. We're gonna click this microphone and see if you can right click it. Sorry, right click it and then put options. Here, it should take you to a Read Aloud text, and this is where you're going to choose your speed and the customizable options I was talking about. So I chose Microsoft David, but there's different voices that you can choose from in different languages. So I'm going to do David. The speed, you can control it to go slower or faster. The pitch as well, if you want high or low, and the volume. And then this is a cool feature that I like for you, Martha, because it shows you what it's reading and where it's at by highlighting the text for you. So it says show and pop up right here. So you can turn it off if it gets too annoying, but I really like this feature for you as it shows you. And then you can test it out. So we can test it.
Read Aloud is a Chrome and Firefox extension that uses text-to-speech technology to convert web page text to audio. It works on a variety of websites, including news sites, blogs, fan fiction, publications, textbooks, school, and course materials.
Alrighty. So now that's your customizable. If you look onto the left of my screen, you're going to see keyboard shortcuts. Right here, it's going to say how you can play and pause it, forward it, activate the extension, stop it. So these, if you do not want to use your mouse, you can use the keyboard to press on it. All right. So let's test this out. So let's say that you are on, let's see. Let's do Google Scholar. And you wanted to know about occupational therapy interventions. So you would click on the literature and then either hit this on the right-hand corner of the microphone or the space bar. Either one, it should activate the
occupational therapy interventions in mental health.
And this is what's going to pop up when you're reading. And if you remember when I was talking about the highlighted part, this is what I mean, what it's reading there. And then to continue, I just paused it with the space bar, but you can also continue it on with the spacebar as well.
Occupational therapy interventions in mental health. A literature review in search of evidence. Bonnie Kirsch A., Laurie Martin A., Jenny Hultquist B., and Mona Eklund B.A. University of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, v. Lund.
Alrighty. And then you can you're more than likely to touch this or the keyboard spacebar. Here you can forward it or go back. Over here on the left bottom corner, you have to increase the text. So you can make this bigger or you can make it smaller depending on what's suitable for you. And then as well as you can enlarge this whole thing. Or you can increase it. So this is a very good software for you. I think it's very beneficial because your parents and you have told me that you had limited experience with computers. So, and reading is a little challenging for you. So this can save you time. It's a great time management tool, and it reduces the amount of time that you can do or listen to an article, because I know you go to school, you're going to go to college, and there's going to be a bunch of research articles you're going to have to read. So this would facilitate that. It also will help you comprehend the material better. By it reading, you can slow it down or increase it by the way I showed you on here. And then you can access any material that you would need for school. Google Scholar is going to be your best friend during college, and that's going to help you facilitate with your reading. Alrighty, so that was for the software. Also with this, I'm going to do a follow-up with you to monitor your progress and address any issues or questions that you might have. This is an essential part of our assistive technology eval. So to ensure that everything is going smoothly, I would like to do a follow-up plan next week to see how it's going and how easy it's becoming for you, and if this continues to meet your needs. All right, now the next one is going to be my hardware program, and so our hardware is going to be the Ultra Joystick, and it's a specialized hardware device designed to facilitate precise control of your computer, and it's practically helpful for individuals with motor coordination challenges. It assembles a joystick that you can manipulate with your hand, and the key feature is its ability to provide you with enhanced control over the computer cursor and other functions. And during the trial, when we tried this joystick, we preferred with the blue ball that you see there. It comes with 2 other options, like the one in the right hand picture, which is a normal joystick, and then the T joystick, and then the ball, and we decided to go with the ball. So on your device, I'm going to show you how to install it. And then on the back of the joystick, if you're looking at it now, you're going to see 2 little holes. Those holes are for switches. During the trial, we saw that you didn't really need the switches because you were very comfortable with controlling the joystick. And because you are in a powered wheelchair, you've been already controlled with the joystick. And the joystick should be placed in the middle of you, not to the far right or to the far left or very hard to read. It should be in the center, very close to you, because that's where you can control in your midline position. So let's get started.
Meet the Blue Ridge Table by Havertys, crafted with all natural salt.
All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to install your hardware joystick. So that's the blue ball that I was talking to you about, and how you can just use that instead of the switches that comes with it. So you're gonna move it up, down, left and right. And when you hold on an area that has options, a pull down bar, you hold your cursor for 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, and then you should see the options falling. So let's see if we can do that. See how it says to click. 1, 2, 3. It clicked it, and now it's taking you to another place. And then this helps. You can also, during this, with this switch joystick, you can control your cursor to go faster or slower. By touching the bottom buttons, you can do faster or slower. And then you can control it right to left. Yep, just like how this person's doing it. That makes the cursor go slower, and now he's going to make it go faster. Yep, by touching that bottom of the cursor of the joystick. The Ultra joystick is also compatible with any computer system. So because you have a Chrome, it works with the USB that it sticks into it. So as you can see, the USB would connect to it and would activate the joystick. It doesn't require any additional power sources, and it draws power from that computer USB. And then once it's plugged and recognized, you can start using it. The Ultra joystick has several functions, like I've told you, like the cursor control, left and right click actions that you can control from the bottom of your joystick, and even scrolling through documents or web pages. So it's highly customizable. And I think this Ultra joystick would benefit you because we identified how you face challenges with motor coordination due to your cerebral palsy, and the Ultra joystick can significantly improve your computer access by providing you with the more precise and controlled movements. This can help you navigate your computer faster and easier, and interact with software and complete assignments more independently without the need of your parents, because I know how highly motivated and independent you want to be, Martha. I also want to let you know that we'll also schedule a follow-up session for this as well. We'll combine both sessions to see how you're doing with the Ultra joystick and the computer software of Read Aloud, and to see if we need to make any adjustments, and to see if it optimizes your experience with this hardware. All right. Thank you, Martha. I hope you enjoyed the session.